My first visit was as a producer making science programs and looking for sales co-production to make science series, and my impression was how huge the world of TV was. I'd never seen anything as big as this marketplace, and the Palais was an incredible sort of treasure trove of contacts and so on. And I then was here trying to really run a big poker game to help fund what was the most expensive factual series ever to be made at that time, which was Walking with Dinosaurs, which is the first time we'd really brought full-scale CGI to a television project. This is off after Jurassic Park. And we had to go to different partners or potential partners and say, you have to be in at a really high level or this will not look convincing. We need to be able to really make it look like you're being transported back in time to the age of dinosaurs. And so the partners we ended up with were fantastically high quality, partners. NHK, RAI, ProSieben, Discovery, and of course BBC and BBC Worldwide. And without that set of partners and without the kind of, in a way, the nature of this market, we probably could not have funded it the way we did. And it went on to be the biggest biggest rated factual series ever, both in pay in the US on Discovery and on BBC One in the UK and so on. So it was a way of trying to make something happen that had never happened before. And MIP was the place to do those deals.
One of the funniest was something that Peter Rhodes was very keen for us. He was actually the instigator of it, even though he claims he wasn't. So we had, when we were with Muppets, the actual Kermits are very, very valuable because they only do like a limited edition of them. There's not like 8,000 sitting in a warehouse. So we had this spoof that we did that we pretended that Kermit had been kidnapped, which we then got the Sun to write about it. And this was obviously a ploy by Peter to get just much more publicity not in the trade papers, but in the national newspapers. But it worked very well. So we had a very amusing time pretending that Kermit had been kidnapped, but of course he hadn't.
First one, and this was a great. This is a great example of when the industry was so competitive that literally running from the Palais to a boat got me a deal. Really liked the show. We were strategically moving forward in that direction of that particular genre of show. Everyone was talking about it. I knew there was 2 companies really interested in it. I went to my meeting with the guy on his boat. Lovely, they had a boat. Sat there, a cup of coffee, said, I want this show and here's what I'm offering you. And I put a deal on the table, literally. I said, I'll pay you that, worldwide, boom, 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 that's the deal. The guy was like, you're actually offering me this right now? He said, I went, yeah. And I said, and you got about 4 hours. Went back in the Palais, came to my meeting. The guy called me back. He said, Finn, can you actually get here in the next 5 minutes? And I said, yeah, sure, why? He said, I think I'm going to do it, but the other guys are coming. And I went, this is literally like you want me to run back and sign it before the other guys turn up. And I went, yeah. I said, you know what? I'm up for it. And I did it. It's ridiculous.
Fantastic.
But isn't that ridiculous now? What that shows is that back in the day, people were making decisions right there and then. Yeah. Different world we live in now, different economics, different return on investment, different, you got to be careful now. But that was great. That was a story of like real entrepreneurial spirit. I want it, we're going to do it, closed it. That's great. And that was a really good reflection on the company that we were allowed to do that.
Yeah. We sold a novela to Mongolia.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was quite a shocker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never forgot. We delivered it even in VHS, which is, and the deal was done. It was incredible. Several months after that, they even contacted us because the novela had done so well that they wanted to seek the actress.
Right.
We got in contact with the actress, and she sent. We taped a little message. They came back after and said, "Is there a possibility that she can go and travel to Mongolia?" And we set that whole thing up. Yeah. And never in my wildest dreams did I think that was something that you could do. I mean, we've done it for multiple of territories and countries, but something as far to us, so far-reaching as Mongolia was a total goal. And it was a very good anecdote that I've always kept in my mind.